everyone, welcome to another episode of The World Below here on Dork Tales. This is a special stream sponsored by Onyx Path Publishing to show off their brand new game, The World Below. Funny that. This is episode 3 of our own little series of The World Below, Down in the Deep, and we're going to be getting into game in just a minute, but before we do, we're going to vamp for a minute. First of all, hi, I'm your story guide. My name's Kelly. I use he and him as my pronouns, and listen, between us, I'm really excited to be here. Don't spread it around, but this is going to be a great game, so you're definitely you know what, go ahead, tell your friends. Bring them all over, we'll sit around, and we'll have a great game together. You know who is going to be there? Some great people, including our very own actual lizard man, Traz, who's playing a lizard.
Shh, swallow my secret. I mean, oh, hi. But yes, hi, I am Trez. I use he, him pronouns, and I'll be playing Spike, the Atissian silhouette who uses they, them.
All right. Oh, can you imagine what it would sound like if you had to use she, her? Because then every time you'd be like, she.
So they don't extend the sh. It's just a s.
Oh, it's just this. Okay.
Yeah, I was reading into it, so I was just like, okay, that's interesting because that would be very tiring after a while.
Spike's last name is Stabby, right?
Stabby. It's hyphenated. Stabby Smith.
Gotcha. I thought it was Spiegel.
All right. Well, since we're talking about other S names, let's go to Kal, who's playing Sidion, because he's a fun guy.
Hello. Yeah, I'm the fun guy, Sidion. Use he, him pronouns. So does Sidion. I'm Neo Kal in the chat, and I'm ready to, I don't know, investigate some cordyceps.
Cordyceps.
Dissolve my body in the physical plane. Enter the darkness.
All right. Speaking of people who are used to attacking the darkness, it's Chris. Chris, you're back. And you're front.
Yeah, I cast magic missile. Hi, I'm Chris, and I use he, him, or they pronouns. Tonight I am back. Yay! Looking forward to this. Playing Earthar, the human excavator, gonna dig me a hole. And yeah, looking forward to this. I had so much fun the not last session, which I unfortunately was not here, but the one before that I backed this just in time. And so I'm looking forward to it and looking forward to getting the actual physical book eventually. Nice. I'm super excited to see what the hell you guys all got up to.
Did you see what you looked like last episode?
Have gun or something like that? Or...
No, you were a ghost.
I was a ghost?
Yeah. You were a ghost and had gun.
You had gun.
You can check the chat. It's in the chat.
That was beautiful. Yes. It
was.
Hey diggers, it's me, ya ghost.
All right. Speaking of other spooky things, we've got Christa.
Hello, I'm Christa. I use she, they, or her, them pronouns. I'm Chahista. Thanks in the chat. I'm eating french fries with buffalo sauce that I did not expect to be so spicy because it's from Dairy Queen, forgetting that Dairy Queen does spice a lot. Appropriate, because you can follow it up with ice cream. I'm playing Moss, our hobgoblin, I don't know. We'll figure it out. She's chaotic. They're chaotic. He's chaotic. Just a whole lot of chaos.
Potato.
In a little. There we go. Yes,
just a little guy.
Moss's pronouns are potato.
Your Moss's pronouns are Brennan Lee Mulligan. Just a little guy. Just a little guy.
I'm just a little guy. No, I'm not all the villains, which is all the bad guys is what he says he is.
Oh, fair. Speaking of a bad guy, it's professional anime villain Millie.
Oh my gosh, it's true, but I'm cleverly disguised in a helmet. My little villainous visor is under here. Hi, Millie and/or bunny-hearted, she and her, or they and them. I'm a Gemini, which I will continue to say every game until Kelly explodes. I'm a goober VTuber. Here I'm playing Chewy Chestwizzle, who's a cool rodent person, traveling merchant, and is only a little bit obsessed with death. Don't worry about it. Also, I looked at my notes from the first game, and Earthar, I have you written down as nice helmet, diggy hole human, and I just felt like I wanted you to know that. That's my entire knowledge of your character from the first game.
I think that's his three-step concept.
I think so too. Yeah, I feel like I really nailed something there.
Right on, close, but you know that's the bond we share now. Our helmets.
Clank, clank.
Clank, clank.
Rock and stone.
All right, so folks, we are going to be starting in just a moment. Before we do, I want to thank the Onyx Path for allowing us to do this by sponsoring this stream. If you want to support them back, please go and check out the link. The backer kit, I believe, is the campaign is over, I believe, but you can still do a post-campaign backing. And if not, go look at the book and request it in at your local game store. Nice brick and mortar location that gives back to the community, and go support them. Go post about it. And when this comes out, buy a copy, because I mean, everybody here is loving it. It's a great time, and it's weird, and we love weird. God, we love weird. Because we're learning to love ourselves, really. So, before we begin, a couple things about what happened last episode. If you're tuning in for the first time, the characters all met up at a community known as Yorbril. From there, they were tasked with a quest to go and find a missing moth, a merchant of sorts in this world, who had not returned from a little mission. This man, Hunsicker, had vanished, and the characters were sent off on a subterranean river to go and find him. In the middle of this, they were confronted by a couple of Hemexi, which are kind of like blood-drinking leech bug vampires. And from there, you beat most of them, and Christa gets the MVP trophy for besting them in the weirdest way I've ever seen outside of a Looney Tunes cartoon. However, the ensuing chaos magic caused a waterfall that tipped you over into a recently emptied underground basin, where you found an ancient temple to an old temple, at the very least, to one of the well liches. One who goes by the name of Montauk. Having not much else to do and already down one companion who vanished into the chaos, you hunted, you gathered food, and as the chamber began to heat up, you headed into the temple, trying to find an extra way out. Inside, you found very many traces of Hunsicker and Hunsicker's apparent companion, a Darv that Sidion was related to. However, the ancient sacrificial pits beneath the temple were broken open, and floods of old corpses covered in mycelian swarms began to emerge and chase you. Leaping through an ancient portal, you found yourselves in a misty land, and then dissolved to nothing. And that's where we're going to be beginning our game. Does anybody have any questions before we begin? Chris, I saw you had your hand up.
So you guys interacted with a well lich?
No.
Just a picture of one.
Yeah, just a picture.
Just a picture of one.
And his
Okay.
house.
Okay. Because that's
Very,
my long
very, very rude lich.
My
Yeah, it was more
long-term
like a
relation is to
It was more
interact
like
with
visiting
them.
his vacation home, like his timeshare.
Yeah.
Oh
The
my gosh.
picture of the family, you know?
Oh my gosh. I'm
All
so
the
jealous.
toys in the basement.
All the jealous.
I wonder if he left some leftovers in the fridge.
I could eat the same food a well lich had.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's Taco Bell, but it's been in there for a while.
Moss might have fallen prostrate and did not move.
I knew there was a reason why I liked moss so much.
Mhm. On the floor where they belong. Like moss, get it?
Da, 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 da. What?
Ah, take that, Chris. I just killed Chris.
All right. So before we begin, I have been given 5 Hurt Them Mores. If you are watching this from outside of our channel, that means that I have 5 GM intrusions, or SG intrusions. I also have your base 5 momentum, 1 for each player, plus an additional 2 that were bought for you. You had 0 momentum heading into this session because all of your player momentum vanishes at the end of the session unless it was purchased for you by the chat. Does anybody have any other questions before we begin? Perfect. So, on that note, let's cut back a few moments to earlier that day. The Hemexi swarm around at the top of the chasm. There's an eruption of chaos energy all around you. Earthar, you summon your powers. Bend the chaos around you, turn your hands into tremendous claws that you use to gouge the side of this immense drop-off. You start climbing your way back up as you see your allies begin to teeter over the edge. You slip and begin to fall, and as you do, a rope shoots down at you, animated by chaos magic. It lashes out toward you, wraps around your arm. And then there is a sudden surge of bright chaos energy. You feel yourself pulled through time, through space. You hear screams, and you tumble. You fall through ancient stonework, hit the ground, roll, realizing that you are inside of some type of ancient stone structure. However, gravity is not on your side this time, and you find yourself stumbling, falling down a vertical floor, as the building itself appears to be rotated 90 degrees for you. You tumble, bouncing again and again until you strike the edge of a portal. Mist coils around your ankles. As you look up, you see a dead Darv lying against one of the walls above you. In the distance, you hear the sound of groaning, and beneath you, you can watch as your feet pushing through this misty, ancient portal, ringed with runes that are beyond your understanding. You watch the bug shell of your boots begin to evaporate, disintegrate. Do you try to claw your way out?
Oh, hell yeah.
All right. You claw
yeah.
forward. You punch your claws into the ground next to the portal, start to pull, and that is when the mist begins to wrap around your arm. And you watch in terror as the claw that you reach out, you watch the chaos magic siphoned from you. And you watch the stony claws that you have built around your hands fleck away like dried mud. And you tumble, slipping into the mist.
I'll scream. Ah!
Yet even that disintegrates as you fall. You tumble. You feel your body evaporate behind you. You hear yourself scream from 4, 5, 6 different locations inside of this endless expanse of mist. You scream. You fall. And you feel yourself become something else. Darkness rushes forward. And suddenly, there is nothing except blackness and peace. Earthar! You hear.
Huh? What?
You gonna wake up? Come on! You're gonna be late for work.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man, I had the weirdest dream.
Yeah, I bet, man. Come on. You catching a ride with me, or should I just meet you down to the site?
No. Just give me a moment. I'll just pat myself and let the dust kind of fly off a little bit and
You're
put it on my
clean.
helmet and...
You're completely clean. And you're lying in a strange structure. A large, soft surface. It's larger than you. It's about the size of that boat you were riding on before. And in fact, the cave that you're in has 90-degree angles and a flat ceiling. There is a length of glass stretching next to this mattress. And you can see light streaming in. The cave outside must be very bright. Either fires or bioluminescent energy, but it's white.
What? Do I have any recollection of any of this?
No. Yes? Can you do me a favor and make me an empathy plus composure roll?
Ooh, and if you don't have the skill, just composure? Or
Just
is there
composure.
another penalty? Cool.
So that will be a complication.
A complication? Perfect.
Yeah.
If this is based on fear, illusion, obscura, mind, or
It
intimidation...
is based on Obscura.
Okay, I have Nerves of Stone, so I get +1 enhancement if I get a success.
Perfect.
On my 3 dice. And it's 8, 9s, and 10s?
It's 8, 9s, and 10s. 10s count as 2.
That would be absolutely nothing.
Okay. Do me a favor. Take 1 health level of damage.
I'm guessing piercing?
No, this is actually something else. When I ask you to take health levels inside of this, these are how to put it. If we were using Chronicles of Darkness, these would be points of damage to your willpower.
Okay.
So this is going to count as piercing.
Yeah, so it ignores my armor. Perfect.
Yep.
Awesome.
So let me know if you are in your last health box
Sounds good.
or your last wound.
Seems good.
So
that's mental, so it's kind of like, yeah, I'm coming. Sorry, did I have a lot to drink last night?
boy, did you. Come on.
Oh, okay. What are we doing again?
The construction site. You open the door and there is a thick-built man with a very heavy beard in front of you. But you don't notice at first, but you don't really recognize a face. It's like your eyes slide off of the features. Save for the beard. Save for the stockiness of the body. He reminds you of someone. What's his name again, Urthar? Your roommate? Your friend?
Oh, Chlor.
Yeah. It must be Chlor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on. We gotta
Chlor,
head down to Main and Wall.
All right. Thanks for the ride.
Yeah. How else are you gonna get there? Walk?
Yeah, I guess that's a silly idea.
You grab your things and he hands you a lunch box. All right. Be sure to take as much 5-hour as you can. This is going to be one hell of a shift. I don't think we're going to be out in under 14 hours.
5 hour. Yeah. You got it.
Or caffeine pills, whatever you need, man. Just keep it going.
Yeah. Caffeine pills.
Sure.
Coffee.
Okay.
Sorry. No. Did I hit... You said I drank a lot. Did I hit my head really hard or something? Like, maybe...
Yeah, probably. Have you
concussion
seen,
or
like,
something?
you're tall. This house ain't designed for tall people. You hit your head on every fucking thing.
Oh, that sounds about right.
That's why we're
Sorry,
in a basement suite, man. Because it doesn't bother me. I'm short.
Yeah, thanks for the help.
Stop thanking me. What are you, sweet on me?
No, it's not.
Because, you know...
I'm just really confused right now.
Yeah, story of your life, bud. All right, let's go. And he holds the door open for you, and you take a step outside and are going to see that the fog surrounds everything. The top of the cavern is incredibly high, blanketed by this mist. But as you look around, you will see tall buildings jutting impossibly into the sky. Into the sky? Something about that feels very wrong. But as you do that, we're going to cut away somewhere else. We're going to cut away to someone else being woken up. Moss! Moss, breakfast is ready! Moss, you jerk awake inside of a bed that is lined in comfortable green plush. It's warm. There's a little statue next to the bed with blinking eyes shaped like a cat. Meow meow, meow meow, meow meow, meow meow, it says to you. Meh. The time is 6:42 a.m.
What's the AM?
Moss, are you coming? The eggs are getting cold.
1 second. They'll look around. Are there any, like, I assume this is not like a room Moss has ever been in.
No, this is a small L-shaped room with a door around the corner of the L. There's a large, ornate wooden chest that is at the foot of the bed, and an armoire. No closet in this room, unfortunately, but a large wooden armoire. Not that you necessarily even really know much about what wood is. It's varnished, lacquered to a beautiful chestnut. It is partially open, and as you shift out of bed, you will see a hobgob move inside of it. A moment later, you realize that it's a mirror. You're wearing a long robe and a tunic with a large V-shaped neck with an orange cat on it that says, "I hate Mondays."
Vend Ita E. They are very much going to lick the armoire, just to check and see if it's rocked.
It tastes like wood. It tastes like
wood.
It
Like the
tastes
boat.
like fibrous mushroom stalks.
Oh. We'll open it. Look inside.
All right. There are a series of outfits dangling from it. The most common one that you see is a repeating one. A pleated blue skirt. There are 5 of them there. With a cardigan, with a little shield on one of the breasts, a red cardigan, and then a bunch of very bright white shirts with little fixtures on the front to close them.
Moss will kind of wipe off their hand, assuming their hand is dirty, to touch the white shirts. But we'll take the shirt and look and kind of be amazed. They're gonna then go over to the chest and look in the chest.
Sure. As you look at the shirt, you are going to see that it has a little crest on the breast as well, on the breast pocket, that says St. Montauk's Preparatory School.
Does that mean anything to me?
Make me an empathy and composure roll, please, with 1 complication.
Empathy and composure. with a complication.
Yep.
That's nothing.
That's nothing. This is where you go to school.
Oh gosh, I'm going to be late. They will rush to put on said uniform with the buttons all obviously off center and not done properly, and probably their skirt tucked into their underpants, and they'll feel like they might need something from the chest and open the big wooden chest.
All right, opening the chest, you are going to see that there is a large plush mushroom inside that looks up at you with googly eyes.
Oh, hello. They're gonna look at it, look right, look left, look back, and go, Gideon?
Squeak.
Put it back in the chest. If there's nothing else, she'll close it.
There's nothing else, so you get dressed in your uniform?
Yeah.
All right.
Is Moss still a hobgob? Like,
Yep.
it's still visibly a hobgob. Okay. All right.
And as
They
you head
will. They
down-
will find their hat and try to put a hat on if they can find a hat.
Yeah, you'll absolutely have the exact same hat.
Beautiful. Very important.
You head downstairs and you hear a voice that seems so familiar. It's obviously your family. It's a feminine voice that says, "Oh, by the way, your toast is here. We got you more of the orange marmalade you wanted. Grandma Lantha is coming over tomorrow, so make sure that you have the living room cleaned after you get home."
Right. Living room clean. Mm-hmm.
You
She'll go
left
into the
chips
kitchen.
and smart food all over the place last night.
What's the smart food?
The popcorn stuff.
Right. Yep. Sorry. Marmalade?
The faceless woman slides a piece of toast on a plate toward you. It smells divine.
Has it been pre-marmaladed?
It has been pre-marmaladed.
Oh, okay. They will.
What, you have a problem with marmalade now?
No, it's good.
I swear,
I was.
teenagers, you can't do one thing right for them.
Is the marmalade still out?
It is, yes.
Okay. No, you have marmalade. Just upend the whole thing onto the
It is
toast.
going to come out like a cranberry sauce. Just
A cran log, I believe you mean.
cran log. So you drop a log on your toast, and
Aw.
your parental figure looks at you with a squint. At least you think it's a squint. You feel the inquisition. Also strange, but better. And as you shove it in your mouth, the plate drops onto the top of the table and does the whoop 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 of a falling coin. And we will focus in on it. Sidian, you awaken. You're staring down at an empty plate in front of you. There are a few crumbs on it. You're feeling fairly sated, and in your hand, you're holding a small stone mug. There's some type of black substance, darker than a tea, in it. You're sitting at a long wooden table, nearly black, it's so brown. Light is streaming in from a bay window that stretches out into an immense herb garden. Nearby, you can see plush furnishings. Sofas, a love seat, a giant wraparound sofa, facing a black mirror. The biggest mirror you've ever seen, nearly, well, diagonally, I'd say about 72 inches. And in front of you, you see an immense cooking area. The nicest kitchen that you could imagine. With a huge marble countertop. Around the corner, a door opens abruptly. Hey, we're here! Surprise! And as you hear that, you're going to recognize two Darvs, covered in tattoos along their necks and arms. One is Cobalt, the other, Amber. Your children. They're carrying something in their hands. It's a small, white, square shape. Hey! How's it going, Dad?
Oh, what? Well, what? It's been a couple, hasn't it? What have you got there?
Are you kidding? Come on. Amber is going to head over, set the container on that marble countertop, and start rooting around in drawers. Cobalt will walk up to you, throw an arm around your shoulder in a rather macho fashion and go, "Hey, she was worried about you. She figured that, I mean, you've been isolating yourself since Mom passed, and we didn't want you to be alone today. We know you gotta go to work, but, you know, I mean, come on. It's your day." Suddenly, light shines out of the box, and Amber carries it over. Fire is dancing at the tip of it. Happy birthday to you. They sing a song, which I'm not going to get copyright struck for. So we're going to just say they sing the song, and they press a cake in front of you.
It's out of copyright now.
Oh, is it out of copyright? Happy birthday, Daddy. Happy birthday to you. And they slide this pastry in front of you, and you can see happy birthday to the world's best biologist. And Dad, in very small parentheses.
Wow, where'd you find this, and what kind of lichen did you? It's orange, and
Lichen?
how did you do that?
You've been spending too much time in the lab, Dad. It's gluten-free, though. We know that the other thing gives you the farts. We don't... Even though you're living alone, you don't deserve to live in a gas chamber.
Gluten?
Seriously, Co? Sorry, Kobe's being a shithead. Look, Amber leans in. We even got the chocolate frosting that you like. Also, Crystal and Perry send their love. I was thinking that we could come by after Crystal gets off work. We'll pick up Perry from daycare and then come by for dinner.
What's going on?
You're not cooking brisket tonight? You said we were having brisket.
Kobe, where are we?
We're at... Oh God, you're only 45, Dad. What the fuck? Can you do me a favor and make me an empathy and composure roll?
Oh, geez. That's a 0.
Holy crap! The Chrono wins! Okay, so you are going to go... Oh, I must be home. Also, by failing that roll, Sidian, take a point of damage. And Moss, take a point of damage for failing your roll as well, please. I should have mentioned that before. And they're gonna kind of... You okay? Were you staying up all night watching porn?
Watching what?
I'm just shitting with you. That's really gross, bro. Like, knock it off. Have you been sleeping okay? You said that you were... Hold on, look at me. Did you take psychedelics today? I know it's your birthday. You said that there was a new strand that you were trying out?
Yeah, I need to go back and make sure that the that the spores have taken. Still growing. How long has it been?
How long's it been what?
45.
Yeah, what's up? Well, you're 46
How did I
today.
get back here? 46. Remember when I went on that mission?
Yeah, you went out into you flew down into the rainforest to go collect those spores in Brazil.
Brazil. Right.
Anyway,
Well, and I came back before my birthday.
yeah, you just got back last week.
Oh.
God, you're almost 50. That means that we're gonna be 50 soon. Psh. We're not even 30 yet, dumbass.
Yeah, and then hopefully you'll be allowed to enter the workforce by then.
Seriously? Today? We're trying to be nice to you. You gotta make a jab like that? Just because I'm unemployed doesn't mean that you can... God damn it.
Unemployed?
Yeah, I got laid off. What? Oh, come on. Kobe told you.
Did you run out of food?
No, we're fine. Crystal still has her job. I'm fine.
But you're okay?
Yeah, I'm
You look
yeah,
like you could eat.
I mean, I could eat. We have a cake here, but yeah, no, we're fine. Crystal makes, like, she hasn't even, like, touched her 401k. Like, we're fine. She's done a lot of day trading recently. It's fine. There was this big thing with, like, a game store. She made a shit ton of money from it.
Oh, okay. Well, see what this tastes like then.
You dip a finger in. There we go. That's a guy. It tastes way too sweet. Like, your teeth are going to hurt a little from this. Like, this is like the first time that someone who's never been in society before gets like a can of Betty Crocker chocolate icing and just goes, ah. Alternatively, someone in their 30s or older does that and then goes, oh, I remember when I was a teenager and I used to do this.
I stopped drinking pop for 2 years, and my first Coca-Cola was like drinking poison.
Yeah, that's why I only can drink Coke Zero now, because it's not as sweet. Even then, I water it down a lot sometimes.
Cake. I'm gonna eat a whole slice of it.
All right, you do so. And as you do, by the way, if anybody wants to influence this narrative, you have. So even though your characters have failed their roles to recognize the dangers around them, you do have 7 momentum, which you can use to do things like make dream logic jumps. Or, for example, say that on your commute, you bump into someone else as they're presented. So these are things that you can do as we go, okay? So as you begin to tear ass into the cake, we are going to cut over. Chewie, there's a hand on your shoulder. Mom.
What?
Mom. You fell asleep at work again.
Oh, Penelope.
Hi.
Give her a little friendly bonk on the head.
She nuzzles into your waist. You're sitting at a
What?
desk. There's a mirror in front of you that's self-illuminated. A couple of them, actually. But there's a smaller folding mirror that you're really focused on. 2 other mirrors positioned behind it. Strange vines stretching into the others. There's a little ball that's illuminated on the mirrors that's going boop, 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 boop.
Penelope, look at it. Look at it. Can we catch it?
No, but sometimes it hits the corner and it's really cool.
She's gonna wait for it to hit the corner with sheer excitement on her face.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna roll to see if it hits the corner. Okay. It's gonna bounce 4 times. 3 times. Okay. After about 2 minutes, it's finally gonna almost hit the corner.
She will accept that as a corner hit and cheer arms above her excitedly, like giving a lot of room for where her helmet would be. Is she wearing a helmet still?
You are not. You can see that there is a similar looking piece of headgear kind of hanging on a rack nearby. But Pelope is going to also cheer. Yeah!
Woo!
Does that count?
It counts.
We won!
I didn't think I was going to see you for a while.
Yeah, tell me about it. You've been working, like, a lot.
I know. I was trying to find someone? I think.
Are you dating?
No, not since your father.
Oh, Dad's dating.
I know. It drives me insane.
Aw. That's okay.
He's
I don't like him that
terrible taste
much.
in women, and I feel like this says something about me.
The new one
Anyways,
he's dating isn't very nice.
Does she have her pack or any kind of a pack?
She has a big backpack on. She is dressed in like. Oh, do you? I mean, Pelope has a big backpack on. You have a small leather pack lying on the ground next to you. It's kind of square shaped.
So on my list of equipment here, one of my like items of little import is a piece of fancy cheese she's been carrying around so she can share with Pelope that Chewy's mom made. Does she have that?
Yes, you do.
She's gonna pull that out. Fancy cheese.
What? Where did you get this? Did you get this on your business trip?
Been holding on to it. I've had it for longer than that. I was waiting to share it with you.
Are we gonna have fun this weekend?
Mm-hmm. And put it on some bread if we can get some.
I'll go get some bread. And she scurries into one of the side tunnels.
Weird.
Can you make me a composure and empathy roll? Or empathy and composure.
I totally can.
With one complication.
We're looking for 8s, right? I got 2.
You got 2. You are going to distinctly recognize this is weird. Like, you are in a square cave with these strange glowing things around you. And as Pelope runs into the next room, you can see that light is streaming through these strange curtains. They're almost like slats that appear to be like on a string. And it's like streaming through into this space.
Oh, that's bizarre.
And as Pelope runs into what you think must be like a little kitchen area or a little preparation area, she pulls a little lever on the wall, and the area suddenly becomes illuminated with bright yellow light. You remember going in to the portal. You remember disintegrating.
What was the color of the outside of the portal?
It was kind of like a misty kind of... Oh, you're talking about the portal itself? It had like glowing like purple runes along it.
Notably not obsidian.
Not obsidian.
Okay, good to know. An important note. I feel like whenever Pelope is out of like vision, isn't going to keep an eye on her because she doesn't want Pelope to worry. She's sort of going to scurry around and look at stuff and sort of peek at the light between those slats and try to sort of get a sense of her surroundings and what is happening.
Sounds good. Looking between the slats, you are going to glance out and see an immense skyline ahead of you that stretches well above you. Hundreds and hundreds of feet into the air. And in fact, you are in the air. You're on the 8th story of one of these strange white buildings that reach to the sky like the fingers of a god. And then your brain catches up with the thought, and you look up and realize there is no ceiling to the cavern you're looking into. You are topside
Oh. She's gonna be terrified. You said she had a little satchel, right?
You have a little satchel. Yeah.
Are there any stuff in the room that looks kind of like it could be supplies?
Because of your successes, you can spend one of your successes to manifest anything that you had on you.
Oh.
Basically, you can lucid dream your possessions back into being.
Yeah. I mean, you know what? Maybe let's go for the helmet then, because
Okay.
she's gotta have the helmet. She can get that. She can get her satchel and stuff. I think she's going to what Penelope is doing, whatever sort of shigamonan she's doing in, I assume, a kitchen. She's gonna get ready to go, and then say, "Hey, kiddo, we need to go. Come with me," and take her to go down, find stairs, find a way to get away from.
Are we not gonna eat the
from
cheese?
The sun. We'll eat it in a moment. We'll eat it on the way. We're going somewhere really special to eat it, kiddo. Don't worry.
Okay. Does this mean I don't have to go to school today?
It does. Mm-hmm.
Hell yes. I mean, heck yes. This is the best Friday ever.
Right, kiddo? Gonna give her a little tussle. Let's go.
Dad said I wasn't gonna
There are
have any
lights
fun
on
this
in
weekend.
here too, right? Like a hallway, or
Yeah.
they're blaring red exit lights. Oh, it's the worst.
It is going to open into the hallway of a condo. A long, cavernous stretch of this kind of brown fur
Terrified mouse.
moss. A sign blares at the end of the hallway, like you said, that says, "Excite."
I am feeling very excited. Correct wall notice.
All right.
Yeah,
Is
just
there-
gonna book it down as far down as she can go. Get away from
Okay.
the light. That light up above. There's something wrong about that.
Mm-hmm. You now
You can't be here alive without being blessed by the god of death, and she knows she was not blessed by the god of death.
So you didn't actually see a sun, but you did see a very diffuse light source.
Sure, but that's terrifying.
It's very terrifying. All right, so hitting the stairwell, you will begin heading down into the dank dark of your building. And as you are doing that, Spike, we cut back to you. Spike, you are warm. You are warm and comfortable. More comfortable than you can remember being in quite some time. It's raining where you are, in this small little square. It's a little cave, a little sub cave. The water is coming down from this spigoted pipe. It is warm on your scales. You're standing leaning against the wall, your head against hard carved stone like a mosaic tile. The pattern of the mottled scales of a gecko. Feeling the hot water, the perfect temperature, run down your nude form. The water begins. This is incredibly comfortable.
They're absolutely taking it in and just relaxing.
You'll hear voices outside. Whatever this room that you find yourself in, this structure, there's a door made of white fungus? Wood? It's hard to tell. Just on the other side of this wall of obscured glass that separates you. You can hear squabbling. You recognize the voices of your family. And then, interrupting you, you'll hear, "Spike, are you almost done in your shower? I need to use the toilet."
Yes, one moment.
There are a couple of knobs in front of you. Some type of contraption, perhaps. Maybe it controls this water. Or you can just walk out. Thank you very much, Christa. So you're going to hear, I need to piss. And maybe shit. There, we're all mature adults here. Done.
Yes, I get it. Hold on.
Slow. Stupid. Sibling. So you guys at each other through the door back and forth for a minute. And as you look around, can you do me a favor and make me that infamous empathy plus composure roll?
When I don't have empathy, this is great.
God.
I'll look at all of us empathetic people.
Hey, I had 2 in empathy.
You just were bad at it.
Failed real bad.
I got 2 successes.
You got 2 successes. Okay, you are going to remember jumping through the portal to the Obscura. I love it's though the Plutonians have both figured this out. And only the Plutonians are like, well, it's not hell. It's not the Underworld. You have never seen this
Because
structure.
we're already there. So.
It's true. So this is not Auracaster. This is weird. And you will hear this noise above you that's like as something grinds and sucks at the steamy air.
Look for the source of the sound.
It's like a small box in the ceiling of this room. It has a bunch of like little slits in the side of it.
Is it detachable?
So you'll have to climb up on what looks like there's a chair built into the floor of this room. It has
strange place for a chair.
I know, it's made of stone. It's like a throne. And you climb onto it and you reach up. Yeah, you can totally like rip the it's almost kind of like a square pyramid. Like this tiered small box hanging from the ceiling. You can totally just pop it off, and inside you'll see that there is this quite dusty blade that's whirring around. Whatever it is, it looks like it's designed to pull the steamy air out of the room. Seems like a waste of steamy air.
Steam is very comforting.
Spike! Are you coming?
Yes. He'll put the box back up.
Okay. A big plume of dust is going to fall onto the ground as you do, because it always does. Anybody who's ever removed one, it's always like, and you're like, what am I going to do with this? I can't clean it up. It's already spread itself around the entire room. It's in corners I didn't realize this bathroom had.
So are there clothes or anything anywhere in this room?
There is like a large black hooded robe. But with your, and you can see that it has like a symbol on the back that looks kind of like a cogwheel.
Oh.
You're
I
not
don't
sure
recognize the symbol at all?
No, but it seems very like Imperial. However, with your successes, you can use that to manifest any of your equipment.
They will do just that because they don't feel safe.
Okay, the robe will morph and shift into your own robe.
They will put that on.
And you will have your equipment and weapons.
Spike will open the door.
All right, your sibling is out in the hallway, and as soon as you open the door, they push past you. Seriously?
So impatient.
6 o'clock in the morning. Sleep makes us pissy.
Yes, I can hear it from here. Closes the door.
Suck my scales.
Piss off. Oh, wait, you're doing that.
And then you'll hear a voice from down the hall, a deeper one, go, "Stop squabbling."
All right.
Sheesh.
All right.
Kids. And you will see one of your parents wandering through the hallway, dressed like you have never seen them before. Do you have a father? A mother? What do you have? Just a parent?
I'd say probably both, but I would say
Okay, so
probably
you're more masculine seeming parent, because I don't understand snake gender roles or lizard gender roles, but I will say the one that walks in front of you is wearing like light brown trousers with a sharp crease on them, as well as a very soft looking shirt tucked into it with a woven belt. The tail of the lizard is sticking out a slit in the back of these light brown pants. And you can see that they have like a number of like tools, maybe some type of writing device stuck in a pocket on the shirt, which is short sleeved. You can also see a pair of like Sidian's reading Sidian's glasses on the tip of this reptilian nose that's just kind of perched there, with a cable, a vine connecting it, a rope connecting it around the back of your parents' head.
Those clothes don't offer much protection during the hunt.
Hunt. Hunting season isn't for another month.
Seasons? There's always
Yes.
We always hunt.
Yes, for savings and deductions.
Wait, what is that?
Taxes. Are you feeling all right, Spike? Do you need to call in sick to the family business?
Business?
Yes. Spiegel and Sons, accountants.
This is all very confusing, but this taxes sounds like a formidable enemy.
You're not wrong there. Oh, God.
You absolute dorks. You
Just looking at
absolute
Krista,
dork.
like trying to keep it together, and then looking at Krista.
Right? And I'm reading the chat, trying not to laugh.
Oh my god! It's so good.
If you're sick, take a personal day.
Sure, I will do just that. I'm gonna go for a walk.
Spike, if you're out, swing by the deli, pick up some locks.
Sure, why not?
smoked salmon. All right, so you are going to find yourself in a large suburban house. As you step outside, you are going to notice that you are in the outdoors. You are topside. And around you stretches an immense white city in the distance. Sorry, our private chat is lit. But like,
I don't think I've ever seen it this constant. This is hilarious.
Keep doing the snake voice, but pretend you're like Jerry's parents from Seinfeld.
oh God.
This is
George's parents?
George's parents, thank you.
This is something very, very special.
Yes. All right. And Spike, would you like to spend a momentum since you're outdoors to manifest one of your other party members?
Yes, I would.
Boom. Done. Which one are you manifesting? Who's getting out of who's stepping across the street right now?
Probably Sidian. Probably walking with his family.
All right, Sidian is going to step outside, and you're going to see one of your neighbor, one of the Spiegels, step outside, dressed in a long, flowing robe. Spike, you are going to look across the street and see Sidian step out, flanked by two faceless figures. They're Darvs in body shape, but it's like their face is made of clay and someone took a thumb to it, smearing all of the features down blankly. They walk out to a strange conveyance, a small wagon, and open doors to it, giving him an embrace. Do you do anything?
They will approach Sidian.
All
and
right.
the figures smell different than a normal Darv.
They smell like, well, he smells normal. The two other figures smell like ozone. Or petrichlor? Two scents that you may not be very familiar with. Whatever they smell like, it makes your nostrils tingle with a slight suggestion of electricity.
Oh, well, how are you doing there now, neighbor? And I pull up my dad pants extra high.
Sidian, don't you remember me?
Oh, yeah, of course I do. Oh, you're going to return that lawnmower? Any day now there, right? Whenever you get to it.
Lawnmower.
Well, it's a thing that, what is it now? Well, it's that expensive thing that we do to kill the grass now. And we kill the grass so that we know that our grass is killed shorter than the neighbor's grass so that we don't look bad.
Dad, we should probably get going, you'll hear your kids say. But
Oh, I'm
hey,
just catching up with,
No,
with,
that's okay. We got to get to work. You have a good day, okay? Here's your suit.
Oh,
Here's your
okay.
briefcase. And as they're saying this to Sidian, you're going to hear come out of their mouths. Like you can't process them. And yes, Krista, like scary
Who
Charlie
is
Brown
that?
adults. It's like Charlie Brown, but spooky.
Well, yeah, you know what they say there, Spike. Another day, another dollar.
What's a dollar?
A more. Another day, another dollar. Hey, Spike. You like eggs?
All right, gain a momentum for that.
You like eggs?
Chip off your tail. Wake up. This is not what it looks like.
Well, it looks like a beautiful day up here on surface place.
Sidian, would you like to spend that momentum to re-roll your lucidity check?
Oh, I sure would there.
Oh boy.
buddy.
Okay. You guys have 6 momentum remaining.
That's a 4.
Did
Four-
Traz use one for Sidian to show up?
Yes, but I just gave Sidian 1 for that dumb
Oh, right,
joke.
you got right.
Right, yeah.
I got 4.
You got 4? So as you say, on this surface plate, everything is going to chime in. So would you like to put, so basically you're going to have 3 hold, or pardon me, you're going to have 2 hold that you can use to manifest equipment or influence the environment around you.
Can I, so I have 2, you said, right?
You have 2, yeah, because you got super successes.
Can I make it so that as we're kind of like in this urban
Yeah.
area, Earthar and Moss, one of them's like walking to school and the other one's like heading to the construction site?
Yeah, you can spend both of them to do that. Yeah, you won't have your equipment on you, but you can absolutely do that. So you'll see that Moss is running down the street right now with a piece of toast dangling out of their mouth, as is tradition. And you are going to see that Earthar is riding along in the passenger side of some type of strange self-propelling wagon. It's long, red, has like a wheelbarrow at the back of it, like a wheelbarrow area for loading. And he's kind of just hanging with one arm out the window. And you can hear this kind of melodic music that sounds like
Up ahead in the distance, and the birds of the winter song, making lyrics that sound like CCR.
because all CCR songs sound the same.
From a land around about.
I'm going to halt the invisible creatures that are pulling the wagon.
Okay. Earthar, so we are going to do something right now. Sidian, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to make me a defense roll. However, instead of stamina, you can use resolve or composure. You can still use stamina if you'd like, but you may also use the other 2.
I'll use composure.
Oh, I re-rolled that 10. I shouldn't have. That was only just 2 successes.
It's just the attribute.
No, you may, yeah, it's just that it adds to your defense of 1, though.
One.
1. All right, that is a total of 2. So you are going to step out in front, and Earthar, you're going to be propelled forward, held out by your seatbelt, as there is a sudden jerk as your roommate, Chlor, slams on the car, or pardon me, slams on the brakes. The truck stops right before it hits this strange middle-aged nerd who is standing there dressed in like professor outfit, with like a lanyard hanging around his neck for a Gosby University.
Whoa, what the hell?
Dude, I could have killed you. Sidian, you're gonna hear.
What's your problem?
I'm gonna go over to the side where Earthar is, swing out, rip open the carriage door,
Yeah.
and just grab him and pull him out.
Moss, you are running down the street and you see someone GTA carjack someone directly in front of you.
Just like full Looney Tunes dive over a fence and just hide,
Okay.
and then kind of peek out and watch.
Oh wow. Yeah, I'm not gonna let this happen.
All right. I want you to both roll me initiative, please. It is the highest of your athletics and cunning or empathy and dexterity.
Athletics.
Moss, you can roll. Spike, you roll too. Chewy, if you would like to spend a momentum to suddenly appear on the scene somehow, you may.
Yes.
You know what? Let's do that because I love the idea of Moss jumping over a fence to Chewie just hiding there under an umbrella with her little hat on, shining light underneath the umbrella with her kid underneath her, just like hiding from the sky.
Sounds good.
Like a Studio Ghibli.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good.
Thing.
Holy crap, Spike.
I rolled 2
I should
10s,
probably roll
so-
too then if I'm
should.
here.
So that's empathy and dexterity or athletics and cunning.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so go ahead and pop in the chat right now. So we are doing popcorn initiative, of course, as is
I can't remember. It's the highest.
the
those
higher
two,
of the
right?
two. Unless you want to roll the lower of the two. Okay, so Spike, you get to go first. What do? You actually will see Moss running down the street, dive into the brush next to this condominium building.
Oh gosh, hi. I'm so sorry, Mr. Bestwhistle.
Moss?
What's your daughter's name again?
Pelope.
Pelope. Oh, sorry, Pelope. I didn't see you down there.
It's okay. You'll hear. Oh, actually, wait, no, pardon me. You'll hear. It's okay. I'm fine.
Okay, good.
Did you
You
study?
see what's going on? Oh no, I got really distracted with the marmalade. I think I forgot my book. What book am I supposed to have?
What are you
Starts like
talking about?
spinning around in circles trying to find her backpack.
Can I pick up the hobgob?
You can suddenly a strange
Reach
lizard man
over.
picks you up.
Ah! Ah! Ah!
Why are you so noisy?
Ah!
All right, I think that's going to be your turn. Who are you giving initiative to, Spike? You have grappled the high school Moss.
Let's do Chewy.
All right, so Chewy, you are seeing Moss be picked up by Spike. It appears Spike is dressed as you would expect them to be. Moss is
Okay.
dressed like I don't know, like a sailor? You wouldn't know what a sailor looks like, but dressed in the same outfit as your daughter.
They both look like some kind of small scout, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, seeing that they're matchy, and we're still currently under the terrifying presence of being known by the sky above us, I think we might have to do some arm wrestling because I think she's going to try to take Moss and then run with one of them in each hand.
Okay. So I want you to give me a strength, athletics, and probably might.
I
But-
Why are
definitely
you
have
running?
that.
But do you have something else you would prefer to roll with?
Oh no! I think that's what she's gonna try to do.
All right, Spike, athletics and might, please.
I got one die. Let's go.
Please get one, Spike. Please get one.
I did.
Okay, so I'm taking narrative control. I'm spending a drama bomb because I want this. So what happens is, Spike, you're grabbing onto Moss. Chewy, you're grabbing onto Moss. Chewy, you start running with Moss. Spike, you start running with Moss as well as to not lose all of them. However, Moss, the way this is going to represent is that both of you are going to start running. There's this hedge running along the side of the road in front of this condo, and Moss, you are being held by one leg by one and one leg by the other, as per that scene in Castle of Cagliostro, where between the two cars, as you are being rushed forward and forward, being jerked back and forth on your hips are going to feel this in the morning. Luckily, you're only 16, so you'll recover in about half a second. When you turn 25, it'll be a permanent injury. But and in front of you, you can see there is a no parking sign jutting out at the end of this hedgerow, headed straight for you. Who do you pass initiative to, Chewie?
You know what? You're gonna have to wait here. I would like to pass it to Sidian.
Okay.
To suffer.
All right, Sidian, you grab Urthar out of the truck or the thing and try to like throw him to the ground. Do you want to make me a grapple roll?
Okie doke.
Okay, so this is going to be, I don't remember actually the grapple rules. Is it versus your defense? I think it might be. Yeah, it would be. So make me a defense roll, Urthar. You can make me stamina, composure, or resolve for your defense.
Stamina, composure, or resolve. All right.
And Sidian, you're going to make me a close combat and might roll.
3.
3, okay. So that means that you have a defense of 4.
Holy crap.
5.
Okay, that is enough. So we'll say that you spend your success not for damage, but to use the trip maneuver. So grabbing Urthar, you are going to be thrown to the ground and tripped. You're not going to take any damage, but you are going to be a little jostled from this and are going to be prone. And who are you passing it to, Sidian? Moss or Urthar?
I can say something to him, right?
Yeah, you can. Go ahead.
You have to wake up. Where do you think the sky's coming from, you crazy bastard?
Would you like to spend a momentum to re-roll that, Urthar?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, you have 4 remaining. I will give you a +1 enhancement from Sidian if you succeed.
A +1
Okay.
slapping sense into you.
And this would be Nerves of Stone, right?
This would be Nerves of Stone.
So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes then.
5 successes. That means you're going to have 3 hold on this that you can spend to manifest things, equipment, or to alter your immediate surroundings.
Can I get my syntheses and stuff back?
Yeah.
Including, can I weld chaos?
Ooh, that's a question. Maybe.
Can I use one to get that back and make sure that I can?
You're gonna make me pull out the book, aren't you? Okay, one moment. There was one thing I have to
Rules
check about
on
this.
using chaos within the Obscura.
Let's see. If any of you are elves, willingly entering the Obscura actually gives you a momentum. Okay, so
yeah, that can be one of your
okay,
things. Sorry.
hold on. No, it's okay. I just want to double check that you can.
Okay.
You can. So I don't remember what the penalty is, but yeah, you could totally use chaos here.
I'm just going to get my equipment back, and
Okay,
so that's
one.
2. 2, both pieces.
No, you
Or-
can just get your equipment back to 1.
Okay, get my equipment back. Get my body back, like my synthesis and stuff, and the other one I'm just going to boost and turn into a momentum.
Okay, sure. Let's do that. Okay, so
Like,
as you were
Obsidian?
doing that, all right. Who are you passing it to, Urthar or Moss?
Urthar.
All right, Urthar, it's your turn now.
I'm going to relax.
Okay.
And what in the? Where are we? What's going? Oh fuck! I'm just kind of there's not much above us. Holy crap! What in the well?
Don't
And
look up.
Don't look up. Okay.
All right, I think that's going to be a pass.
Yeah.
All right, Moss, you are barreling like midsection first towards this no parking sign. What do you do?
Panic?
Chewie, why are you
She's gonna
running?
Die?
You can try to squirm out of both of their grips if you want.
Sure.
Okay, you can make me, let's say that's probably dexterity. And
Yeah. I have athletics.
it's probably
or
athletics or close
larceny.
combat. I'd allow larceny for getting out of this. Yeah, let's do it.
Beautiful. Larceny, dexterity. I'm here for it.
Okay, and there's 2 of them, so I'll say that you have a difficulty of 2 and 1 complication, which is bonk.
That is 4 2s.
Okay.
Gotcha.
The sign, guys.
All right, so you saw the sign and it opened up your eyes. Take a health level of damage.
Okay, that puts me into wounded.
Okay, so you are going to run forward, and as they hold, they are not going to notice before it hits as you suddenly bonk into the side of it, knocking the sign out of the ground, and the 3 of you are going to, yeah, it's going to collapse into the brush together, kind of using your body as a seesaw on either side of this. On the other side of this,
Did Spike and I just like loop around and slam into each other in the
you know
bushes?
what? I'm gonna spend a drama bomb for that.
Do
Can
it.
I get both of you to make me a stamina, resolve, or composure roll? Your choice, not to incur a ton of damage from this.
Fail.
Sounds good, sounds good. Is this a defensive action?
It is a defensive action.
Okay, I think this might have been my first time doing this. I just want to clarify a couple things. My helmet gives me a 1 advantage on this. I'm not sure what
Okay.
that manifests as.
1 advantage. Ooh, nice. 1 advantage means you're probably
This is
not
also
gonna.
an enhancement.
Running head first.
Okay, so basically, just if you succeed, you're gonna be fine.
I have
But
3.
enhancement means that you got 3 successes.
I know enhancement's
Yeah, one.
afterwards, but the advanced.
The advance is gonna
advantage I
give
don't
you.
quite follow.
It gives you an enhancement of
So
3, I believe.
So yeah,
Wow.
if the other person doesn't have power and you have a durability enhancement or advantage, which is what
yeah,
the,
it's
I
an
believe the helmet
artifact
gets
on the helmet.
you get an extra +2 enhancement.
It's a +2
So-
enhance. That's right. It's a
Oh,
-3
okay.
penalty, isn't it? Where's the -1 penalty? If you're on the other side of it.
It's one or the other. It's a penalty if they're doing something against you and you're not rolling. If you're
that's right.
both rolling,
Um,
you just get the benefits.
Spike, what'd you get?
Yes. 1 success.
Okay, so that is going to be enough. You are going to be knocked prone, however, as you swing around the side and Chewie's helmet clocks you in the side of the snout.
Just
Yes.
So you're going to go ass over tea kettle and fall to the ground, still holding on to Moss's sock. And shoe, which have both popped off with a resounding...
Suddenly,
There it
they are
is.
Much lighter.
There it is. It smells like hobgob.
And marmalade.
Chewie, why were you running?
has Tui dropped her umbrella at this point?
Yes.
And her
Pelope
daughter.
is going to pick it up. Pelope is going to go, I got
good.
the umbrella, Ma.
Gonna scoop the both of them up and hide underneath.
Mommy,
them.
I can run. I can run.
We're okay for the moment. The obvious reason.
So she says the obvious reason.
I'm not going to let her be exposed to this thing. You know how dangerous it is to be here. We need to find a way back. We're not supposed to be here.
Where is here?
Where do you think? Peeks up with an angry face with a little snout peeking out of the umbrella. Look up.
Moss,
Doesn't make sense.
would you like to spend a momentum to reroll to see if you can clue in after your bonk?
As the only person who has failed, sure, I'll spend a momentum
All
for
right,
that.
let's do it. Let's do it. You're down at 4 momentum again. So you may, I'll give you a +1 enhancement with the bonk. So that's empathy and composure, please.
Wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
Aha! 2 successes.
All right, as you rub the
3
bump
plus
on your
one.
forehead, now that you are wounded, is empathy one of your core skills? Like your
Great question, Chris. Do you know if it's one of my core skills?
one of your dawn skills?
believe it's one of your. It is one of your path skills.
One of your path skills, right? So
I
I
think it's
believe
your
that when
calling.
you're wounded, you get a +1 enhancement, I believe. So that's actually 3 successes.
Plus the one you gave me, so 4.
Ooh, fancy. All right, so you're going to have 2 dice of manifest and are going to suddenly, as you pop out of it, allow me to describe what happens. You are watching them argue, and as you pop out of it, the ground is going to rumble slightly. The mist is going to grow thicker. And it's going to grow dark around you, as the sky seems to change for all of you. As it does, you're going to watch Pelope, you're going to watch Clore, you're all going to see the truck and the houses begin to evaporate. Mom, I got the Pelope suddenly evaporates into a sludgy blob. And then breaks away and blows away like ash.
Not handling that well.
Moss tries to grab their shoe back from Spike, hoping to get a last taste of marmalade.
You will be able to. The marmalade stays on your lips. You can keep wearing those clothes if you want. If anybody wants to try to hold on to one of their loved ones with a point of momentum, they may.
Yeah. Would like claw desperately at the air and the location. Yeah.
No,
Okay,
I don't think I want to agree to that.
You will do that, and
You can
suddenly
choose not to.
there will be a recoalescing, and Pelope will suddenly be standing in front of you again and go, "What's wrong?" All of you will be able to hear her this time. Even those who have become lucid again.
Can I? Is there anything on the ground, or is it just completely?
It is just mist beneath you. All you can see in the distance is the brilliant white city.
What's going on?
What happened to you? Where did you go? Are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm fine. I was right
Gonna,
here.
like,
Nothing
Poke her
happened.
face and investigate and like
Mom,
poke
Mom,
prod.
Mom. I'm with you all weekend.
Check
Dad
his
dropped me
teeth.
off.
It's like when you're dreaming, but you're aware that you're dreaming, that you can't like fall. You're not afraid of falling anymore, and then you like fly instead of just falling.
Moss is gonna
What?
run over and leap at Earthar and like grab onto his face and be like, "Are you real? Is this really you? You fell off this thing and disappeared."
Yeah, I saw you. I got on the cliff and the wall. You guys went over.
Well, yeah, we went over, but and the boat kind of exploded. But you like disappeared into nothing. We thought, I thought you were dead.
Gonna
I don't
grab
think I'm dead.
Pelope and hide behind Sidian and peer up and look at Earthar and say, "Did you go through a gate?"
There was a gate. Yeah. Did I go
Okay.
through it?
Where did you
There was a-
disappear to?
There was a dead Darv too, right? Right, Kelly? Dead Darv?
There was a dead Darv.
Covering Pelope's ears.
Yvette.
City, and you still have Yvette's head in your bag.
Wait, what?
Do you think you do?
Oh yeah, do I have my stuff?
Don't worry about
If
it.
you spend a point of that to manifest it, yeah.
Let's manifest it.
Sounds good. You will
All my stuff
see.
back.
Ooh, momentum.
All right. So you had a personal point of momentum remaining of your manifest there, Sidian, so you'll still have 3 in your pool.
Hooray.
What's going on?
I think it's like a dream, but like it pulled all of us in at the same time.
Anyone who would like to make me an
Why is she
esoterica
here?
roll?
Aha.
what roll?
Esoterica.
Esoterica. You can use
Oh,
intellect. Probably would be
Esoterica,
the
never
best
heard
one.
of her.
Use intellect.
Let's do it. And are there any complications?
Oh
sir?
my gosh.
No, there are not any complications.
That is perfect. So I have 3 successes on Esoterica
Okay.
with no complications. I have Divine Inspiration Thesis for Esoterica,
Okay.
which means I gain a momentum that can only be spent on this roll or my next roll.
Okay.
Ooh.
So
I have 6.
Holy crap!
I have 7 dice for this, but 2 of them were 10s.
All right.
Wow.
I know. I know.
All right. So as you are standing around, what you are going to do is
That's
all
good.
of you are going to start to kind of piece things together. That portal, that misty portal, took you into the Obscura, a strange realm of dreams and fantasy. Now, allow me to tell you a little bit about the Obscura for those who didn't read that far into the book. If you're let's see. There we go. One of the most so this is actually you'll remember this word from an elf Templar named Devil Walks in Hollow Footsteps. One of the most
Nice.
unusual of our environmental anomalies is the concept of the Obscura. Considered a non-elemental force of similar potency to the Abyss and the Well, the Obscura is a place of dreams and unreality, a place where the world below provides with a little too much abundance. Thankfully, it seems contained to only one portion of most maps, so it's easy to avoid, but some people choose to go there and experience something beyond our perilous world. Entering the Obscura is like entering a dream. You pass across its misty threshold, and anyone watching you will see you fade away, or your body literally disintegrate. Your consciousness lives on, however, as you enter a long-term state of dreaming or nightmare, not that you have any choice of which. These dreams often involve life on the surface, interaction with talking bugs, being able to see and speak with spirits as if they were living beings, gaining an omniscient view over certain parts of our world. Some claim to visit a colossal city of white buildings, utterly empty, except for nightmarish creatures lurking in doorways and dark corners. I can't attest to ever having had the pleasure. And then if you're fortunate, you return. Although you'll only possess fragments of the glorious dream and have left a part of yourself behind in the Obscura, maybe to be picked up by some other dreamer. Some never come back, of course. The question is whether they choose to remain or the pull of the Obscura is too strong. You'll all be able to share this and figure out that things are not as they appear. And as you do that, the White City glistens ahead of you, the only place where there is any form of light. But as you look behind you, the darkness of the suburban streets fades away, the lamplights flicker and go out. And in the darkness, you see something shift. Behind you, a 10-story condominium. Just beyond your range of vision, just where you can see the outline of the building in the darkness. You'll hear the sound of breaking glass. And then a horrible sound. Now I need you to picture. Remember when you were a kid and you would take in the recycling, and you would have that can of pop or can of beer from one of your parents, and they let you stomp it back when they preferred you stomp cans. Picture a can the size of a condominium, crunching into the ground. And that is the sound that echoes behind you from the dark side of the street. As you see the silhouette of this building crushed into the ground by blackness, and hear the sound of shrieking things beyond your perception. Spike, even you can only smell blood and fear.
Move.
This is not
Go.
safe.
To the city.
Moss.
Move!
Oh, Moss is fully
Guess we're
already.
running.
The second
Yeah,
you say
sure.
run, Moss is out of there.
Can I please get an athletics and I'm going to say resolve or composure roll?
Ooh.
Resolve it is.
All right,
got
Keloff
good
will
resolve.
roll as well. Keloff will botch.
Poor Pilo.
That'll be
Oh.
6 successes.
Chewie is no
That'll be
successes
true.
either.
And I would like to use that momentum that I got from the inspiration to try and help whoever is doing the worst. Like,
Okay.
pick them up and go. if
Okay, you
It's
can
possible.
me, Mousio.
You can choose to grab Chewie or Pilaf.
Pilope.
Pilope, sorry, Pilope.
Only one of them is real.
I'm going to go for Chewie.
Okay, Chewie. The rest of you, did anybody else fail anything?
I just had one.
Okay. You are all going to run as things begin to collapse around you. Chewie, you stumble. Yes, Moss.
I am wounded. Does that affect me?
I don't believe it affects your speed at this point, but let's
Okay.
check that rule real quick. It would be in chapter 4. We'll just do a wound. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. Wounded. 2 injuries. You're hurt, but not too badly. This forces you to focus on your strengths. Once filled, actions using a path skill gain 2 dice. Oh, pardon me. They gain dice, not enhancements.
Once filled.
So that means you're bloodied presently, which means that your path skills gain a die.
Okay.
It's the
that's
only
all.
time in the game where you get extra dice.
Okay.
Okay?
Question.
Yes.
If you have armor that gives you extra bloodied health boxes,
Yes.
but some things can bypass armor, so if you're wounded, would it just bypass the bloodied bonus?
Probably.
Okay.
Probably. I think the system defaults to the most sensible and easiest solution, so that makes sense. All right. Rushing forward, Chewie, you are going to stumble as the darkness begins to encroach. You can see things, long, flexible things like black worms wriggle out of the darkness, pulsing toward you. The ground is going to split and crack like an oncoming earth shake. And from it you will see antennae of hundreds of horrid bugs and claws begin to reach and rise out. One of them is going to gnash at your heels, but before it can grab you, you're going to feel Earthar's strong arm wrap underneath your armpit and lift you up. But it's not going to be enough to grab Pelop. Pelop is going to stumble. And you are going to see a horrible nightmare creature rise out, a centipede the size of a city bus, lifts up. You grab onto her hand in desperation. I'm spending a hurt them more. And you are going to be able to grab her hand and pull her. This giant centipede-like creature that you see has mandibles the size of scimitars sticking out of it, has a distinctly elvish face. Beautiful. It smiles at you and lets out a cooing sound, and you grab and pull Pelop as it charges toward her, and Pelop comes forward toward you, and that is when you realize that you are holding Pelop's left side. As she looks at you, having been perfectly bisected by the scimitar mandibles.
Oh.
She lets out a gurgling, "Mama?" before you watch all of the red and black innards spill out into the vacuum left by the missing right.
Time to convince yourself real hard that this wasn't real.
I want you to do me a favor. I'm going to, I would like you to make me a composure roll for a mental defense.
That sounds good.
I'm gonna spend one of the something good happens that Soul just bought to give you a +1 enhancement on this.
Okay, I have 1 success, so then 1 success plus enhancement.
Okay, and plus your base of 1, so that'll be 3 that I have to beat. Now this is particularly traumatic, so I'm gonna roll 6 dice. And that is only 2. So you are going to just basically go into that mantra of, it's not a dream, it's not a dream, it's not a dream, or it is a dream, it is a dream, it is a dream.
Mm-hmm.
The hand holds tightly to yours in a death grip. What do you do?
I think she's being held currently by Urthar, right?
Yes.
So with her other hand,
We going.
yeah, we're running, but we're being pulled by a thing. With her other hand, she's gonna reach into her bag. She's gonna break off a piece of that cheese. She's gonna put it in that hand, close the fist, and let go.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a point of momentum for making me want to cry.
Yeah, sorry, me too a little.
Okay, and you are going to leave the dead pup behind you as you all run and run and run. A dream times later, you find yourself amidst the buildings of the White City. The skyscrapers stretch over you, the mist is everywhere, and the world is white. There are shadows in the sides of the buildings, in the alleyways that reach out and call to you. Urthar, come here. I can show you chaos. Sidian? Darling, it's me, your wife's voice calls out. I was lost, but I found you. My legs are hurt. Please come to me. Spike. 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 We're having lizard on a stick tonight. Mama. Marsh. Old Loudna's voice says. Oh, pardon me, Old Lantha, not Loudna. That's a critical role. Old Lantha's voice says. Marsh. The mission's over. Come rest. You've been such a good little hob. I'm so proud of you. What do you all do? You're standing on the corner of a street, and I'm going to spend a something good happens. Yes, what do you do, Moss?
I think so. They figured out this was the Obscura.
Yeah.
I think she's hearing that it's over, but I think she always feels like they're being tested, and like they always are being tested at all times, and so they're like always kind of on their toes a little bit. So I think they want to try to reach for chaos, knowing the association with the Obscura is that it won't be right here. There'll be something wrong.
Okay. What do you want to do with the chaos?
I don't think they're trying to do anything. They're just trying to find it.
What about
in this and since if it's similar to when they licked the brick outside of the.
Okay.
They're trying
Alright,
to
so
remember the brick.
Chris, what were you suggesting?
Oh, I was going to suggest there's a very common spell. I'm not sure if I gave it to you or not when doing the character, but it's called orienteering. Where's the
Yes.
well?
Yeah, so maybe I'll do that. I'll try to find the well from within here, knowing that it might be wrong.
All right, I'm going to give you
I
some
think that's kind of what I
complications
did outside the temple.
on this, but go ahead.
Okay.
So I've got 3 hurt the mores. You have 5 momentum presently, and 1 something good happens. So, go ahead.
Esoterica and cunning, or esoterica and
Esoterica-
resolve. It's the same number, but
Go ahead. Yeah, if they're the same number, it doesn't matter.
okay. This doesn't count as finding things in ruins.
You do have Body of Chaos, though.
I do. So if I'm doing wild chaos, well, this isn't wild chaos though, right? Because it's a sorcery.
Oh yeah, I guess that's true.
I'm talking myself out of bonuses, but that's fucking okay.
How many did you get?
6.
6? Okay, so that is going to overwhelm the complication. And what you're going to do, you're going to reach out for this, and you... Now, the cosmology of the Obscura and its position inside of the world below is a little vague right now. They're still developing it. So what I say right now may not be the official rules when they come out. So what I will say is that you, for lack of a better term, you reach out with this sense, trying to pathfind ahead of you. And the well, your first thought with the well is not here. However, it is around here? It's like you are inside of a soap bubble that is among other soap bubbles on the foam of water. And the well is the water that you are floating on. You are different. You are not in the well. You are not in the well's domain. But you are adjacent to it? And you can feel that the well is touching this. Think of it like a demiplane, for perhaps a more gamified version.
Sure. I think they're going to kind of look around, look at everybody, and like make sure they can see everybody's faces, and look very sad at Chewie, clearly having a breakdown right now. And we'll kind of we'll then turn to Earthar and say, "I'm not entirely sure why Montauk would have a door to the Obscura in his temple." Montauk is the name of the well lich that the temple is for.
Who? What?
The well lich Montauk, that's whose temple it was.
Wait,
Like-
you guys saw a well lich?
Just a picture,
Wow.
but still sacred ground, I know, right?
Right? Or
But-
I'll look nervously at Spike. I mean, yeah.
Well, and so I don't know if you can sense this or if any of you guys can sense this, but it just kind of feels like the well is here. And he's going to try and step sideways as if trying to step sideways.
Okay.
And maybe using a little wild chaos and see if it reaches them.
Okay, so what you are going to do is you're going to step sideways. So using a little bit of that momentum, you're going to walk right into a brick wall. And you're like, well, I learned something here. But if you had to detect it, you think that if you follow this straight, it's going to lead closer to the well.
This way, guys. We'll start walking off, keeping a hand against the wall.
And
It's like being in a labyrinth.
I'm I want
I'm gonna
to.
go towards my wife's voice.
Oh shit!
Okay.
Are there any rocks or random things on the ground, or is it just completely flat? Like I'm gonna search for.
There's a small piece of paper, a small piece of metal, latex condominium.
No, that won't do. I need dirt, anything like that I can pick up and get my hands on. And I'll start like get down on my knees and start like looking on the ground for anything like earthy or rocky or stone.
Sidian, what's your wife's name?
Amethyst.
Sidian. You look into the alley next to what might have been a bakery at one point. There is a sturdy, beautiful built Darv lying in the alley. Gleaming tattoos, almost glowing on her dark skin. Her hair is braided and beaded in 100 different places. She smiles up at you through tears that streak her cheeks, her front teeth snaggled. You coming home?
Are you coming home?
My legs don't work anymore. As you look down and you'll see that her legs from the knee down are fanged, lashing tentacles with a mouth that begins at her knees. Specifically knees. just before the teeth comments come in.
Yeah, just gotta clarify a little.
You disappeared. And we could never find your body. Is this where you went? Is this where you've been?
Things change. Things change me. I don't know how many times I've been eaten. How many times it's changed me. I'm hungry. The things that grew into me are hungrier.
I'll
Give me your
get
legs.
you- What?
If you give me your legs, then I can get out of here.
Wait. Who? What's the name of our children?
Cobalt. And Amber. How long have I been gone? You look old. Has Amber finally proposed to Crystal? They've been fond of each other since they were whelps. Those girls.
How do I
Can't wait
get
to
you?
see.
Are you? Can't have you taken my legs if we want to get out of here.
Now I need to ask. I'm going to put some player agency here. You have 5 momentum. Is this actually Sidian's wife, or is this a monster? You can. You can.
Both.
Both. Although I guess Sidian did have like a family member show up last game.
This is true. But you have momentum here.
I feel
I'm saying.
there should be some consent here from Cal on the situation. But
Yeah,
I'm
this is
gonna
what I'm
act the
saying.
same either
Either.
way.
So basically,
I'm actually.
I am going to play this out of character like it is probably a monster unless you spend momentum. But if you wanted to actually be his wife, and that she was lost in the Obscura, you can spend some momentum to make that happen, if that's okay with everybody.
I think that's Cal's choice.
Oh, up the cow.
But free, like I know momentum spending has to be a group consensus
support-
thing. Go for it. Like,
I will support
Mhm,
the use
yeah.
of momentum if Cal wishes to support that.
It's not. He wants it to be. But
Okay.
Can I use a momentum to walk around the to have followed a building fully around us in a circle and bumped into him?
You absolutely can. So you are going to see this Darvish woman crawling toward him on her elbows. And the bottom half of her body is blooming like an orchid and reaching around the alley at him. He doesn't see that it's kind of reaching above him as well.
Gideon?
we just gotta keep her mouth binded.
No, Gideon, you
doesn't
need to
bite.
back up. Gideon. I'm gonna grab him and start pulling him backwards.
Sounds good. Can I get an initiative roll from everybody?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
everybody.
so this is a horror, which means that I have many dice.
Oh, no.
Oh god. Okay, that's only...
Oh no. Look at that big roll.
Oh, damn, Traz with the 6.
Hot diggity, boy.
it's like you're built for this or something.
Almost.
All right, so, looking at this creature begins to bloom and reach forward around the alley towards Sidian and Moss. Spike, it is your up. What do?
Do I see this creature?
If you're following Moss toward the well, yes, you do.
Yep. So Spike is going to take out an arrow, launch it onto his bow, and I'm going to use Echo Strike.
Okay, do it.
Means I need more dice. That was the last one.
Okay, and I'm going to roll... This is against my defense, right?
Yeah.
God, these dice suck. I'm spending a hurt the more to re-roll my fails.
So I got 9 successes.
Well, I got 3, so shut up.
I only rolled 10
9 successes. Okay. Please do me a favor, and I guess I'm gonna roll some chaos for you.
Good.
All right, so that is in chapter 7. All right, so what are you buying with this?
I'm going to spend 6 hits to get a 3 power advantage, which will summon 3 additional arrows and give me 6 enhancements, which I'll just dump into damage.
Okay, so what's your grand total for damage?
You can only get the damage one, I think, 1 extra time.
Oh, is it 1 extra?
I
Is it only
believe
1 extra?
so.
I thought the power's allowed you to do it multiple times.
Maybe.
I always mess that up when I run Storyguide. I always let it just go overkill damage.
Let me just double
Oh,
check.
I have the page up. Where is it?
There we go. Advantage, complications.
All right, Rand.
You can definitely do pushback and things like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. So I spent 6 out of 9 with the extra. I would just spend an additional hit to pin it down,
Okay.
which will give it a minor complication. And if they choose not to buy off this complication, they receive 1 automatic injury.
Cool. And you also give them. You also strike them with shadow and the other. What's the other thing?
This one is just.
Oh, okay. This isn't just the
this
damage
one's
one.
not
This isn't the other one.
Yeah, this one's just Echo Strike to where I could summon 3 additional shadow arrows and just.
Oh, beautiful. Okay.
So I can spend. Oh wait. Okay. So I'll spend 3 hits to give a major complication.
Ooh,
on the
yeah,
pin
let's do
down.
that.
Nice.
Nice. Okay.
And
Okay, so you are going to describe what happens. This thing rears up. Basically, it is. I need you to picture like a deep sea squid, but with the body kind of like Ursula, actually. So
Oh,
basically,
yeah.
from the knees down, it's this tremendous giant squid, but from the top half, it is this like handsome handsome Darv woman, in her 40s, 30s. Prime age.
yeah, so Spike is gonna pull back his bow, and as he does, you see 3 arrows made of shadow appear around him. Then once he lets go of the arrow, all 4 arrows go, and you're gonna see the 3 shadow arrows pin this creature. While the 4th arrow just kind of hits the body and does damage.
It is going to scream, and as it does, its mouth is going to distend, and you are going to hear a rip as the face separates in half, revealing this many-eyed, spider-faced creature underneath the mask of flesh. Who do you pass initiative to?
Let's do Chewy.
Chewy, what are you gonna do?
Oh gosh, that is gross. Just I guess quick check-in. Does Chewie have all of her stuff or just the helmet?
All
at
of your
this
stuff.
point? Okay, awesome. Then you remember that ever-burning lamp from last time?
Oh, yes, I do.
With the tag dangerous AF.
Oh,
I think
no!
with tears streaming down her face, recognizing what this thing is, she's gonna pull it out and say, "Burn, you monster," and whip it at the thing. And Chewie's not a fighting character. She runs from combat, but this thing needs to die.
Okay, so why don't you give me probably dexterity? Dex and athletics, or
Sounds
dex
good.
and ranged. Either one works for me.
I don't have combat skills, but I have dex, so let's roll dex.
Okay, roll dex. Don't forget that you can also spend momentum. You have 5 momentum presently.
Let's
do that.
spend a couple of
Yeah.
those.
Okay,
Yeah.
so spending momentum before a roll in this one allows you to do some cool stuff.
Is it? Oh yeah, no, you go. I'm gonna guess wrong. I'm almost sure.
Yes, so spending the momentum allows you to... Oop, I skipped it. Spending momentum allows you to... Nope, that's evidence. Bolster. There we
Ooh,
go.
I
Spending
like
1
spend
momentum, 2 momentum to change a failure to a success, or a success with a consequence, if a complication is present. The complication is dangerous for this, because it's going to blow up. You can add an enhancement to an enhancement hit to an action on a 1-for-1 basis. So basically, you won't roll or you won't spend before you roll. So go ahead and throw.
That's what I thought. I thought it was all afterwards. I do have 1. I have 1 success.
You have 1. All right, you have 5 momentum. You could crank up your hits with this. So you need at least 2 hits to not have blowback affect you.
I mean, that's fine. But let's do some damage.
Okay, so boom. So 1 momentum has been spent so that you don't blow yourself up.
No, that's fine. Let's put
Oh,
that
okay.
into damage.
Oh, okay, that sounds good. So increasing damage.
She's got a helmet. She's got faith in that, and she has a reaction to maybe get away if that works too. But she's not
Boston
thinking about
City, on the other
self-preservation
hand.
at this point. She's traumatized and looking to do harm.
Okay, so you can spend 3 momentum to add an extra point of damage to this.
Let's do that.
Okay, so you have 2 momentum remaining. So hurling this at it, it is going to strike it right in the split face and is going to ignite, covering its face. It is going to gain the burning condition, I believe. It's on fire. And is going to take 2 points of damage, which is going to bring it up to 4 points of damage total, and is going to be on fire and stunned and complicated. And I want you to make me a defense roll, please.
That sounds like a good plan to me. So here we've been able to do composure instead of
Yes.
stamina. Is that still the case?
That
with
is
this?
still,
Okay,
you're
great.
still a dream self. So the way I'm playing this now that we're all conscious is that you can default to your mental stats if they're better than your physical stats, because it is it's your mental fortitude because you're dreaming.
Yeah, that sounds good to me. I rolled a 9 and a 10 on 4 dice, so I have 3 successes plus the artifact helmet with +1 enhancement on it for defensive action for being light.
Okay, so can I narrate what I think happens?
I'm picturing Captain America behind the shield.
Basically, but with your helmet
picturing.
instead.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, that explodes, and this thing is going to let out a horrific scream. What are you going to? Who's going to take initiative next? As this thing is burning to a crisp.
Sidian.
Sidian, what do you do? Your wife's face chars to a cinder, burning like vellum around the side of her face. You can smell bug guts, no Darvish flesh.
Well, a lot's happened since he was moving closer to this. How dare ye? As he walks towards it and slowly draws the extra large artifact, bug claw.
Ooh. All right.
And gonna lob its flesh apart.
Okay, go ahead. It has a defense of 2 because I rolled its defense pool really badly.
All right, I have an artifact.
I will give you a complication because it is on a lot of fire. But it is also pinned, so I will give you a 1-point enhancement as well. I guess I'll just say there's no complication because it's kind of still.
All right, so this sword is a heavy weapon and piercing.
Okay. It's the sword that pierces the heavens? It means it's going to ignore the heavens armor.
All right. Close combat. I have to look up what heavy weapon means. I just took it because it sounds cool.
I'll say that it looks badass and it will allow you to buy a combat skill trick for 1 point less, maybe. In the meanwhile, Chris, can you look up heavy real quick?
Oh, yes. Heavy is wonderful. Heavy gives you power advantage 1 if the opponent doesn't have durable.
Presently, they're on fire and stunned, so I'm going to say that they don't.
Yeah.
So
what does that do?
That gives
you've
you
got heavy,
2 enhancements.
2 enhancement. Yep.
And I got 4 on the roll.
You got 4 on the roll, which means that you are going to have a total of 6 hits. 4 hits after you bypass its defense.
And it's heavy weapon and piercing.
How do you want to do this?
Taking the 2-handed giant kind of bug claw scythe, he's gonna lob off one of its tentacles. Make sure that you don't ever torment any more people. And kind of like it's pinned against the wall and is just gonna kind of like lob off everything except its like inner core. And Black Iker's just gonna be spraying all over him as he's just gonna keep going even after it stops moving.
Okay, it is going to bleed so profusely that the flames are going to be doused by its blood. You can actually see in the distance the exploded bits of it. One of the tentacles limply tries to escape, the fire consuming it like a lit fuse. And then we'll go limp. We're going to exit initiative at this point. However, pass it to someone, and they will have a little bit of narrative agency at the moment.
Who hasn't gone?
Earthar and Moss.
Earthar. We'll pass it to Earthar.
Okay. Earthar. Moss, you are looking down the road, kind of keeping an eye on this and keeping an eye on where you think the well is. Earthar, you are going to hear something coming your direction.
I spike up.
All right. We'll just say you do it. No need to make the roll.
Okay. Well, I want to make the roll because I can buy other things for it.
Okay, sounds good. Spike, as you are like
Yes.
watching this thing die, you are going to suddenly see that around your fingertips, ice is beginning to form. You are going to gain the frozen condition and are going to have a great difficulty moving as your chaos energy backfires on you.
Ooh, okay.
I'm going to say this is particularly uncomfortable for you. All right. Earthar, what'd you get?
I got 5 successes.
5 successes, okay.
So I don't know if there's any complications. This is a magic roll. I'm using Craft Osseous Spurs. Were there any complications?
There is only the chaotic retaliations.
Chaotic retaliations. Okay,
If you're
so
using sorcery.
it is a learned sorcery. So what would that be in this location? 2?
It's the
3?
Obscura, so it's going to be weird. It's going to be probably a 3 here.
3? Okay. Let me just take a look here. I'm going to buy that down to 1 to do it. That gives me 4 more. I'm going to buy I'm going to buy Deadly, add it onto the spikes.
Okay.
And I'm going to buy off the rest of the retaliation. So I've got anything that enters a grapple with me gains the bleeding condition, and all my attacks now have the deadly tag as well.
Nice. All right, so you're going to explode with spikes, ready to fight.
Yep.
And all right, so that's going to be your turn. Do you pass it to Moss?
Go Moss.
All right, Moss.
It's your birthday.
You are going to see a shape.
No, that was Monday.
Happy birthday, Moss. You are going to see a shape coming in from overhead, and then another, and another. It's going to have this kind of the sound of whipping blades. Spike, you're going to be reminded of that thing inside of the bath chamber. That giant fan. And as you look up, Moss, this immense shape is going to slowly lower. It is roughly the size of 2 of the boats you rode on before. It is an immense beetle. Lowers itself to the street near you. Its wings going sounding like helicopter blades to everyone in the audience. And astride it, you are going to see it is being ridden by a pair of elves.
How do we feel about elves?
Do they
How do you feel about
smell
people?
like elves?
They do smell like elves, and this smells like a strange type of mist bug. The elf looks your direction, and I have to ask, elves in this book, what kind of accent do you think they have?
Australian.
Get out of my head, Chris.
All right. This elf, wearing purple war paint across its cheeks, is going to lean forward. You think that it's masculine, but it's kind of hard to tell. Most of its body is wrapped in, like, basically the outfits from Avatar. Like, we're talking, like, all these, like, halters and like, vines covering all of the sensitive bits, but is otherwise completely nude and very svelte. We're talking, like, swimmer fit. Is going to lean forward and go, "G'day! What brings you to the Obscura?"
A weird portal.
How do we know you're real?
How do I know you're real? Fucking hell, mate.
I push Earthar over. See? Real.
They smell
Earthar
real.
sticks in the ground and can't get up for a moment.
I'm like a porcupine on my back.
Oh shoot, sorry. Try to help him up.
Hey.
Anyway, I'm Myrna. Myrna walks in chaos. This is Strider. Strider up the mountain blue. Hello, the other one says.
Oi.
What's the
How do you
dog?
get out of here? Yeah.
Oh, you want out? What brings you in here? This is our hunting ground, eh? I don't know how they're. I don't know. This is bad Australian. I apologize. I've met Australians before.
They're underground. It's been millennia
It's
or
fantasy.
something. I'm sure it's fine.
We didn't.
No.
We didn't. I don't think. We meant to come in.
Not by choice.
Not by
Not by-
choice.
We were searching.
Your
for-
accent's contagious.
We're searching for a merchant and accidentally fell in here.
We were chased by a bunch of zombies.
Fucking
were
hell! I hate
zombies?
zombies.
Yeah.
What did I miss?
You missed some good stuff. There was also a giant sea critter.
That's not good.
Yeah, stay away from the fucking alleys, eh? All the
Like
dark
this?
spots
Is this
around
an
here.
alley?
Yeah, the right cunts.
Just gonna
Fucking
Wait,
hell.
what was this guy's name again?
So this is Myrna Walks in Chaos.
See, I like it. The end I
Have
got.
you seen Hunsinger hiding behind Sidian?
No, yeah.
What?
Yeah, no?
No, not
no,
yeah,
yeah.
nah. Yeah, nah.
Yeah, no.
Nah, yeah.
No.
Yeah, we
Yes?
do.
So confused.
He's saying no. Yeah?
No, I'm saying yeah, nah.
Oh, you're saying yeah.
You
You're
know?
talking
Hunsinger?
about the human.
Yeah, about yay big, not actually reaching high enough to.
Are
be
you
as
saying
tall as
it
he
was-
is.
You're
eh?
saying that. It's
No,
wrong.
what? What's that mean? That was obscure.
Tell you what, we got more beaters inbound. We heard there were intruders down in the White City. Do you want to ride back? I could take you to him.
Yes. Please.
Good.
Yeah.
Get you out of here.
Yeah.
This is our hunting ground. Keeps you out of the ecosystem, eh?
Aye.
That sounds good. That's
Sorry,
good,
was
right?
that yours? And points at the goo.
Oh no, it's a spider bitch. Let me just put it this
Oh, I
way.
thought it was.
We're not here to fuck spiders. Especially not that one. Did it
Should
look
have
like
seen her
someone's...
before.
Ah, it looked like someone's family member, did it? Yeah, that happens from time to time.
So sorry. Yes. Let's. Should we all go with these guys?
You guys want to have a beer? Come back with us.
Aye. Better than here.
It's a bear.
I think they mean a
There.
beer.
Bit of alcohol.
It's a
Have a
beer.
bear in the AFO.
Oh,
A
moss.
what?
A bear in the AFO. It's afternoon.
What's afternoon? What's noon?
Like the
Why is it
fermented-
afternoon?
Come along.
Chewy.
Just get on the fucking beetle.
Uh-huh. Peeking out from behind.
You could probably use a drink too.
Gonna
Speaking
Pick up-
of,
Chewy and. How tall is Chewy?
I imagine like a little bit short, but not like that short.
Because Sidian's wider than he is like tall, especially with his armor.
Maybe we're similar height then. I don't know
Yeah,
the
I'm
height
just like
number
four
for-
of
for
you.
how tall
Yeah.
Makaru typically are, but I'm picturing her a little short.
Yeah, he's like 4.5.
Yeah, I'm probably similar height then.
All right.
Just not a lot of body mass.
Are you
except for
getting on the
massive
fucking
backpack.
beetle or not? Come
We're
on.
getting on the beetle.
Oh,
I'm
Moss
gonna-
already up there.
Yeah,
All
but
right.
before Sadine can do stuff though, she's gonna try to tap on your armor to stop you and then give you a giant hug.
I'll hug you back.
Crashing with all of her little mousy strength, which is 1.
5 might.
All right.
And I realign your back while we're at it.
She's never felt more healthy.
All right. Strider, stay here and wait for the next beetle. I'll take this lot back. Okay. The other elf slides off, giving you some space. He's a chunky little elf. He basically is the Samwise Gamgee of these elves.
So much.
Right,
Good day, Strider.
Good eye. All right.
As we get on this beetle and take off, Moss is gonna ask, so you're walked in chaos, is that like a title or just a moniker?
It's more of a sobriquet, really. A nom de plume?
So you don't actually walk in chaos? Because
Oh,
I
yeah,
know
fuck yeah, I
you're
do,
walking...
mate. I'm just fucking with you. Yeah, of course. I'm a
Strider's
chaos
fine.
walker. I'm a well worshipper.
Strider's fine.
Oh yeah, Strider's fine.
Strider's fine.
Yeah, he's not here to fuck spiders. Strider's gonna give you a thumbs
white,
up.
So probably shouldn't.
He's gonna give you a thumbs up as the beetle starts going and starts like hella lifting off.
Striders.
He's like beep beep beep. You can see some other airlift beetles coming in from the side.
You're in here. You're a well worshiper.
I mean, it's not really good here. I'm not devout anymore. I was when I was raised, though.
Where
You
were
know.
you raised?
Me? Oh, I was raised almost topside, about as far up as you can go,
That's pretty far away from
all the way in the hearth.
Wow.
That's scary.
Hey, it's fine. You just don't keep going. You know what they say?
If it's anything like what we experienced in there, that's scary.
Oh yeah, it's fucking scary around here, mate.
Well, so.
Oh, hold on just
you-
one second. Hold the question, please. All right, Jeffrey. He taps on the side of the beetle. Jeffrey, back to the manor, eh? And the beetle's going to kind of like look up. It doesn't really have a neck, but it kind of like looks back and is going to go, "Yes, sir. To the manor." In this deep reverberating voice that's you're gonna feel under your butt through the carapace.
Moss
All
is
right, sorry,
quiet
what was
for the
that?
rest of the
I had to
ride.
stop. I had to talk to Jeffrey about that. Oh, yeah, hold on, by the way. Even if you fall, you'll probably die again.
Wait, die again?
Oh, yeah, you're not
Are we
actually
dead?
here. Yeah, your body's disintegrated, mate. I mean, you're not dead, but you're not alive.
So cold.
Well, I don't know. It's your fucked up dream. Actually, let me ask you a question. And as you fly through the foggy cityscape, he's gonna say, "What does the White City look like to you?"
Bunch of tall crystals, eh?
Yeah. What color? White, right?
Like what?
Yeah.
Why?
Fucking boring.
Grayish? Is that
What does it look like?
What it looks like, honestly, if you had to describe it to someone who knew what we were talking about, it looks like you're looking down at a futuristic version of like Manhattan, except the streets are completely empty and all of the buildings are carved out of white marble. Skyscrapers stretching to endless sky. The beetle is going to be flying through it. But it's barren. And as you are looking down, you're going to see in the dark shadows of these buildings creatures shifting and moving that are impossible to describe. To me, it's got all these like pointy bits of architecture, right? These big ladders. Ladders everywhere. It's weird, eh? Strider thinks that everything's shaped like a snake. It could be worse.
It's endless and barren.
Eh. I mean, there's still plenty of stuff here. You just gotta go look for it. Anyway, sorry, little Hob, you were saying something. All right then.
I think Moss has like kind of moved back to Spike because he said he was really cold, and unless Spike like fights them off, is just gonna kind of koala onto him. under the guise of like, he's cold, I'm going to warm him up, but is so terrified of everything right now. And it's just like, I need someone large to keep me safe.
You are going to be actually much colder holding on to Spike. And after a dream amount of time, you are going to land in the front walkway of a large white building. You can see that there are watchtowers with burning fires around this old manor, and a few elves walking along the ramparts, holding large compound bows, some of which are glowing with chaos. He's going to open the front door. They're going to open the front door. And you will find yourself in a plush, well-acquainted, well-appointed manner, with shifting portraits all around. Light burns in, and for once you are under a ceiling again, which is quite nice. As you enter, a large cockroach wearing a dinner jacket is going to turn, hold an internal door for you and say, "Excuse me, Mum, do you mind taking off your shoes?" "They'll be fine, mate. Let us through." "All right, but I ain't cleaning up after them, you know." "It's all right, Samuel. They're here to see Hunsicker." "Oh, by all means then. I'll find the vacuum." And the cockroach will wander off. There's a set of stairwells that lead up to the second floor. One is being overran by tiny little millipedes that are slowly rolling down the stairs. As you head up the other stairwell, the millipedes are going to look over at you and go, "Hi, hi, hi, hi. Good morning."
Hello.
Legit excited. Hello, waving back. Hi.
I like your hat.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay, I like your feet. Hi.
They're all going to wave and then roll down the stairs. All right, just this way.
Moss is still, unless Spike has removed them, Moss is still like,
Moss's
You're still on
teeth
there,
are
but
starting to
they're
chitter.
freezing.
And Myrna is going to burst open a set of double doors down this hallway. The carpet beneath your feet is plush, and you can see sprigs of flowers and herbs growing along the side paneling. Mint growing right out of the molding. It smells fresh and beautiful inside of here. And as he bursts open the door, you find yourself in a large, plush bedroom. A stuffed creature that looks like a giant rat, but with like large sloping shoulders, kind of like a bear, but kind of like a mole rat, is stuffed in the corner. Its albited white fur gleaming in the misty light. And as you wander in, a human is going to be lying in a 4-poster bed. Carvings of worms built into each of the posts, holding up a canopy of fleshy curtains. "Hunsicker, you've got guests." The man in the bed shifts, and you'll see that the sheets lying across his legs on the left side do not go all the way down anymore. Hunsicker's going to look at you. He's a scarred man with very pale skin, white hair that drapes his face much like the canopy of this bed, scars over his lips and chin and one of his eyes. He's gonna smile, a gap-toothed smile at you from where some of his teeth were knocked out years ago. "Here from Yorbrel, I presume."
Aye.
"Sorry to keep you waiting."
you were understandably held up.
Well, I guess we should probably rest up and get going in the morning. If you're ready to go back to the land of the living.
Is that possible? He said our bodies disintegrated.
That sounds great.
If you want it enough.
Aye.
Good.
Well,
Let's hope.
we have to bring you there. And I'll point at Spike.
You
We
got
got
it.
the.
Yes.
Oh,
It's
wait,
not on.
is the crown here?
It's not on you.
Whoa.
Moss slightly panics, having not noticed this, and starts like feeling around Spike's head.
Looking for something?
Turns your head to them.
It's not there. Where is it? I don't see it.
It's probably back with their bodies.
Wait.
We still need to return you regardless. Do you have your supplies? Are they intact somewhere?
I've got some of my stuff, yeah. As well as my payload.
Back to our bodies?
If you will it enough, you should be able to make it back, yeah. But it's gonna take some thought. In the meanwhile, you might as well enjoy yourself. This mansion's got about every pleasure you could imagine. Food, liquor, company. Just no extra legs. He pats the empty part of the sheet. You came through the portal too, huh?
Aye.
Was there a Darv there? Was she... Oh. Damn. She made me promise to go without her. I said I'd be back for a cure, but... I think we both knew.
Yvette.
Yeah, my student. My compadre. She was a good sort. You knew her?
Yvette's me. Cousin. Older cousin.
Hand me that crutch. Let's go have a drink. Let's sing some songs about her then. The rest of you. You wanna go get stinking drunk with some elves?
Oh, there is a fire nearby.
Yeah. We'll put some fire in you.
This one too, chatter as he feels it chattering.
All right. Well, congratulations. Looks like the lot of us survived stumbling into the Obscura. Now all we gotta do is get home tomorrow.
Just gotta stumble out. How hard could it be, right? Gonna bonk on his head as if he's wearing a helmet, then realize that he's not.
How hard? How hard can it be? And
I stumble everywhere.
as you say that, we're going to pan out through the window. And we're going to pull focus further into the White City, where we see Strider checking through the alleys. Some of the beetles are nearby, with other elves astride them. Looks good, Strider says, and turns around, forehearing a voice. Strider. He turns and sees a nondescript man in a jacket made of leather, skin leather, patched together from dozens and dozens of bodies. Tattoos of Darvs, scales, of Spike's people. The man is very tall, 9 feet, hunched at the shoulders so that he's only about 8 feet tall.
The visitors. They are from Yorbro. Yes.
Strider bows his head. Yes, my lord. Yes, Lord Montauk. And then the last thing we will see are the filed fangs of a smile. And then we're going to cut to black. And we will see you next episode for the finale.
Ah, how dare
This is
you?
fine. Fire everywhere.
All right. So, did you like your trip through the Obscura?
That was
That was
neat.
great.
It was very good.
So
That was so good.
they don't give you much. They don't give you much. They haven't really described it much. It's like it's fodder for future books from the looks of it. Like it's a hint, right? They'll fill it out later because that's the way that Onyx Path be. But I personally see the Obscura as being a realm of dreams and potential future and potential possibilities. So that it's like, maybe this is Earth, maybe it's not, maybe it's something else. And it's like an infinity of potential possibilities where everyone sees something different. Like Myrna sees like Bloodborne Yorbrel or whatever, Yarnum.
Have you played that?
I played a little bit. I died really hard.
I'm a big fan.
Yeah, I suck at it. But yeah, so I kind of see it like that, and that allows you to do anything you want. So I want you to record all of the health damage you took, and do not lose that. In fact, I'm going to take a note from you right now, because that is going to be a difficulty to remanifest, and will change your stats potentially.
Oh, this is no good.
Okay, so who took damage?
2.
2.
City on 1, Moss.
Plutonics are like, nope.
Does it matter if we
2.
took
Plutonic
damage?
gang. We're good.
Does it matter if we took damage before we got in?
No.
Okay, so 1 then.
Okay. Sounds good. And that will have some difficulties when you go back. So, folks, that is going to be it for us. If you have not backed The World Below, I think you still can be a late backer. So consider doing so. And come back next Thursday for another episode where we are going to escape here. And we're actually going to go through the calm if we survive long enough, so that we can try out that mechanic. You'll summer in Yorbrel.
Nice.
Oh, yay.
Oh,
Spike is so excited.
we should talk aspirations.
We should talk aspirations.
Because we get bonus aspirations if we all complete or bonus experience if we all complete
That is true. So let's go ahead. Who fulfilled aspirations?
I found Spike.
You found Spike?
I found it right there.
Okay. That's great. Best buddies forever. All right. Sidian, did you have an aspiration, or Chewy?
I had ride a creature.
Yeah, that
beetle.
counts. The beetle counts.
The beetle count.
The beetle counts. Jeffrey counts.
Jeffrey counts.
It's Geoffrey. It's not
Geoffrey
spelled-
is perfect.
With
By
a
the way,
J.
I want Geoffrey in real life.
Geoffrey's great. Did you
yeah.
did you fulfill one,
It's
Chewy?
fantastic. I think so. I had a short term of find the missing guy for Hunsinger.
You did. You did it. Hunsinger is
Yeah.
found. And Moss, did you have any?
I had completed 2 of mine, and I don't think I applied new ones because I know we were talking if we should like put the if we all needed new ones or if we were supposed to discuss with them. So I didn't write any down. So I'm gonna say no.
Do you have any aspirations for? You know what? Let's talk about this. So you think? I think that you did. I will spend the remainder of your momentum to say you did.
Well, I would like to. So I think probably something to do with the well lich. So probably like find more information about Montauk, but
Is that what you
or
would
maybe
have
like find something of Montauk's. And then probably, I mean, one of them would have been to find Earthar, but everyone
Find
else
Earthar
has
account. So
find
you would have
Earthar,
put that, so I'll allow that. So we'll say that
Okay.
everybody gets an extra point of XP. So that's going to be...
It seems to want them to be very easy and communal.
Yeah.
for sure.
All right, so folks, that is the world below. We have one more game left. Also, be sure to come around this weekend. This is what we have on the docket. On Friday, we got nothing. I'm taking the day off. I'm gonna go see Five Nights at Freddy's and chill, and eat some popcorn. It's gonna be great. On Saturday, Mage: The Ascension of the Victorian Age returns with the beginning of the end of season 2. So definitely come back for that. On Saturday, on Sunday, you want to come back for a double feature if you're on our Patreon, where you get at noon. Planescape: Turn of Fortune's Wheel is open to the public at noon on Twitch, and then at 6 p.m. over on our Patreon is the return of Journeys Through the Radiant Citadel, or more colloquially known as Panic at the Radiant Citadel. Panic at the Citadel is returning at 6, so you definitely want to come to that. And then on Monday, we have Phandelver and Below the Shattered Obelisk, How to Run chapter, I think it's chapter 2, because the books do not start on chapter 1 like you'd expect, but it's how to run the beginning of the game. So you want to come for that. It'll be a good rollicking conversation where we all hang out and then prepare to get back into costume the following week. Tuesday is the Shards of Nirn, where we are working toward the end of the season, and there are some big stuff. Oh god, I gotta do so much prep for that. And then Dragonlance may or may not end on Wednesday with Softball. And with that, that is going to be it from us. Thank you so much to everybody who supports us. By the way, if you want to be one of those people, Dork Tales relies on your support and the support of people like the Onyx Path, or groups like the Onyx Path. So consider joining the Patreon. It's the best way to support us directly and to get a ton of additional content. Old Gods of Appalachia episode 2 is dropping tomorrow. So you are going to get that on the Patreon several weeks early, as well as Demon the Descent is dropping this month, as is Dorkpod episode 2. Radiant Citadel is Patreon only. 2 episodes of Mage: The Ascension, Technocracy Zero Sum, and then next month we have 3 episodes of Alien dropping for the holidays. So at least 2 episodes of it. Consider joining. It'd be great to have you, and it's pretty cheap, and it goes directly towards funding me existing, which so far I'm a fan of for the most part. So I'd like to continue. If you join, you can join the likes of people like my mom, our divine producer. Don't you want to hang out with her? Everybody does. Krista does. Krista would love her. You definitely want to hang out with our demonic producer, Precarious, who you can also see on Friday nights when he runs his Mists of Makami game, which starts again tomorrow?
No, so he's finishing up Alien tomorrow. Mr. Makani starts next Friday.
Next Friday. That's pretty soon.
He is running tomorrow.
But he is running tomorrow on his channel, twitch.tv/precarious. You can also join the likes of our Wizards of the Patreon, the Ink Goblin, and Tammy the Forever Cleric, and of course, our High Council of the Patreon, Taryn, Buddy, Amberthist, Raven with Baubles, Karasha Urquhart, Chef Eladeth, Larouk, Sorcerer Sanguine, and Mike Baxter. And with that, we will see you next time here on The World Below. Good night, everybody.